Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another gameplay. Today we're playing Battlefield 5, and today I want to check out and see what basically does Battlefield 5 looks like in 2024. Keep in mind, I have already been playing this for quite some time. I have almost every single weapon unlocking the game. There's also some new DLC that were actually in it that I believe I have not have gotten my hands on, but we'll get to that point. So we just earned another subscriber today. Again, I want to give a big thank you to Diamond. If you guys are basically interested in basically finding out about all these Battlefield games, or maybe some other shooters out there, then fear not. I'm always dropping some Battlefield content. I'm always dropping some Call of Duty content as usual. If you were somebody that basically wanted to go back and play Call of Duty, but you don't want to play the new COD, but you want to play the old one like Call of Duty 4 Remaster, COD World War II, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Cold War, Call of Duty Ghosts, then I will be happy to drop gameplays on those and to show exactly what it looks like in 2024. Now keep in mind, EA will be working on another Battlefield. They are just entering the final phase of finishing up with Need for Speed Unbound. EA is planning on making another Battlefield, and we may see it sometime this year, 2025, whenever that hits. It could be a summer release, it could be a fall release. We do not know exactly when this game's going to come out, but we do know for a fact it's going to be coming. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to load into this game, and I'm going to see exactly what it looks like. We're on the road to 800 subscribers. By the way, we just have hit 705 subscribers. We're on the way to get to the road to 800. And this is what it looks like when you first open up the game. First thing you will notice is you have the menu. You have your company, which is basically the loadouts and all the cool stuff for your class weapons. You have your armory, which I think it shows unlockable stuff that you can get. You can go to the armory and you can like pick up a bundle. Depending on how much Battlefield credits you get, you are able to do this. And apparently Black Friday has a sale for Battlefield. Let's click on it and see what happens. As you can see here, I believe this collection basically gives you access to tons of skins that you can get. And here's the thing, there's like two versions of these credits. The one I have, I think is used for weapon parts that you can buy. Like, I think that's the one I have. But you can also get bundles, I think. And as you can see on the left side, that's the credits. The right side, I believe those are the Battlefield points or credits or something. But as you can see here, you get different types of versions of skins for like planes, weapons, skins. This is the Black Friday collection that you can get. So if you just want to start out with some cool looking skin for your weapons, if you're already familiar with Battlefield games, you're probably going to want to pick this up so you can feel, right at home playing probably one of the best Battlefield titles. And if I were to click on here, let me go to here quick. So let's say, for example, you want to get all this, you want to spend a little bit extra or something like that to get these type of Friday skins. You can for just $10. You can do all that, but I don't really like go on buying that like that. I just like get the skins I get. Or with the Definitive Edition, which I think this is the only version available that you can get, which I already own, you can practically get everything when it comes to like weapons, skins, unlockable characters that are actually rare to get in this game. You can get them. It's so much stuff to show that they have. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just like scroll down a little bit. That way you guys could take a look at that when you basically get the skin. But there's a lot of cool skins in this game that they have, including the anti-tank sniper. There's so much stuff in this. You even get access to certain tanks in this game. You want a different version of your tanks, you can get it. And not only that, but just like this, I got the shortcut ultimate bundle. I don't think you necessarily get this with Definitive Edition. I don't think so. So if you happen to see this right here, you need to get it so you can get access to all your weapons. I believe so. I'm not sure if that's how it works. But in case when you do get the Definitive Edition, double check it. Double check your company loadout session and see whether or not you have access to all weapons. And if you do have access to everything, you won't need to buy that shortcut bundle. As you can see, I got everything unlocked. There's a lot of cool stuff in this game. Now, here's one thing I'm gonna point out is when you're playing the game, you're gonna see that there's a progress option right here for like specialization for your weapons to improve accuracy, damage, all that cool stuff. So not only if you're ranking up your ranks, you have to rank up your weapons if you want like all the special stuff that you can get in this game. It's super cool. Very I'm gonna say like it's one of those games where you can invest time into playing it. There's four fashion, not four fashion. There's four what do you call that stuff again? There's four class. You got assault, you got the medic, you got the support, and then you have the recon, which is honestly that's what I'll be playing. I play as a recon, I play as a support sometime, and then sometime I'm also playing as a medic. If I feel like I really need to jump in and actually revive somebody and still get my kills off, whatever I'm doing, I actually grind all four of these classes. There's even a build code option that they have here. You get to actually take a look at it, I think. If you want to see what it looks like in terms of just taking a look at it and stuff, I think you can do that. And if I click on it, you not only can do this, but you can upgrade your tanks. If you feel like you necessarily need to do this, you can upgrade it. Keep using your tanks or whatever you're using, and you're given an opportunity to basically have an advantage over other people. As of right now, I'm going to show an example of this. So the first thing you can be greeted with is the option to basically have the Zimmer, which is a thick plate supplied to the exterior of the vehicle to prevent sticky grenades and explosives from attaching, which is great to use. And then another one is smoke launchers. So in this case, I'm gonna go with this. That way, if you got particular players running up onto you and your team that is it's basically operating the tank, they won't be able to explode it so easily. So I'm gonna click it, and it's going to upgrade the tank. And there you have it. You just upgrade your tank for the first time. And here's the thing about this. Now that you upgrade your tank, you're gonna have to either like decide which vault you want to take. You want to upgrade it in this direction, you can do that. Or if you just want to go in this direction, it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to do this, then you can. If you want to do this, then you'll be skipping over to this right here to the bottom. Yeah, so that's how it goes. And if you want to customize your tank, you have the option to do that. And you have the option to purchase a skin with your battlefield credits. I think that's what they call on the left end, the battlefield credits. And then the other one is called battlefield points. So I'm just gonna call it that, like Call of Duty COD points. So once again, we're gonna upgrade tanks that we're gonna have be using. We're gonna use the Panzer. There we go. We upgrade the Panzer. Let's go. Fully upgradable. Another thing you're gonna notice here is that you got planes in this game though. If you really wanted to have the advantage over people, you can do that as well too. This is for fun. And let's gameplay. Okay, to everyone that wants to know whether or not people are actually still playing Battlefield 5, here's how you can do this. Go to multiplayer, and the first thing you want to go and do is go to advanced search. Going to advanced search is going to basically have a bunch of lobbies that be popping up. You can see the numbers of who is playing and who is not playing. And as it shows this, you will get a general good idea of whether or not people are playing Battlefield 5. And to be honest, both game has a very healthy number of player bases. Another thing you would notice is that you're gonna get like good pings. If you're all about good connection from a particular lobby, you're gonna see whether or not a particular lobby runs on a good ping. That's right. And like I said, this game has tons of maps to play on. Tons of maps. And you're gonna get mixture of experience in the game. There's a total, I don't even know how much total maps there are in this game. But they're all great and memorable. You will find yourself pretty much enjoying all these maps. Oh, and here's another thing about this. Before we jump into the gameplay, I just want to point this out. There's a spec ops type mode or something where like you're just fighting against bots. If you want to play a PvE experience, you can play a PvE experience in this game. So it's not just PvP. We have a campaign, but we also have a co-op mode that could be played in PvE. So if you want to play against enemies, you want to complete certain challenges and do missions with a buddy that's playing with you, you can literally do that in this game. And then there's even a battle warrior mode. So for example, we're going to click on this. I'm going to show you guys something cool.
Fight for your life in Firestorm, a real game mode. You will begin each game by parachuting into the vast open world. Pick your landing spot carefully. Landmarks can be rich in loot, but also full of danger. Objectives and saves are scattered throughout the map. Acquiring them gives you access to reinforcements, rare loot, and epic combat vehicles. Vehicles can turn the tide of an engagement and carry you great distances, but they can also reveal your location and be countered with anti-vehicle weaponry and gadgets. When you find a weapon, be aware of its rarity. A common gun is a good starting point, but an epic has advantages like scope, extended magazine, and reduced recoil. Each weapon class uses its own ammunition time. You can only carry a limited amount, so manage your inventory wisely and share your loot amongst your squad. Backpacks found throughout the map can expand your inventory capacity, allowing you to carry more weapons, gadgets, and armor. Firestorm is an even playing field, and there are no class-specific benefits. If you're downed, you can still fire a sidearm and be revived by allies, but once you bleed out or are finished off, you are out of the game. There are no second chances in Firestorm. Scavenge. Fight. Survive.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have an actual battle royale type experience in this game? Now we're gonna see whether or not we can find a game on here. I'll be surprised if people are still playing Firestorm. I know that's probably not going to be the case. They're mostly playing for the majority of their time on Conquest or the other modes in Battlefield 5. They're probably not going to play Firestorm, which I think the majority of the Battlefield community I feel like the majority of the Battlefield community wanted this game just to stick to the Battlefield mechanic. They didn't want it to be another battle royale, which, you know what? It still kind of backfired. Because DICE still made another supposedly Battlefield type mode or something. We also have Grand Operation as well too. That's like one of my favorite stuff to play. Grand Operation, you have the Pacific War, Breakthrough. That was such a fun mode to play. Let's play Grand Operation.
Grand Operations. Grand Operations chains together several game modes and maps in a narrative experience, split into several in-game days. Most Grand Operations start with Airborne, where the attackers parachute in, pick up bombs, and carry them to the objectives while fighting the defenders. The following days can be played on a variety of maps and in different game modes. The outcome of a day carries over to the next in form of extra resources for the winning team, depending on game mode. Should the last day end up in a draw, the operation will extend into Final Stand. A final battle with limited resources pitting the survivors against each other. Work together, build together, fight together. This is all-out war.
Couldn't say it any better. probably not going to play. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. Okay, there we are. Alright. Sometime the playlist will not update. So we're just gonna go. Cancel matchmaking. Alright, here we go. Grand operation.
While we were occupied at the pass, we failed to spot a second detachment attacking the airfield. But our reinforcements have arrived and now bolster our strength. We will meet the enemy head-on, secure each strong point and push them off the field.
Soldiers, we must defend the objective.
Das ist einer ihrer Panzer. Wir sollten was unternehmen. Seht ihr das? Aufpassen! Da! Jetzt wird's gefährlich! Objekte im Auge behalten.
Light up.
Feindlicher Panzer, macht euch schön klein.
He got me.
Objective Bertha is being lost. Hear this. Objective Bertha has been lost.
Seid am Leben, Soldat. Verstärkung ist unterwegs. Feindlicher Panzer gesichtet. Gleich da drüben. Jetzt kämpfst du alleine, was? Na, nicht lange. Da, seid vorsichtig.
You need to return to the combat zone.